Hi guys, Commerce with Mac here today. Today I'm going to share all the books which I have read in 2020 and that books which made my life better in 2021. Before we move on to look on the books which I have read already, I just wanted to remind you one particular thing. Subscribe my channel and also hit the bell button so whenever I upload a video, you will get notified. Let's move on to the book one by one now. Before we move on to the content, I just want to remind you why you need to read a lot of books. First of all, a book is some sort of experience of someone. The author has given the entire life story of his through a book. It can be autobiography, it can be something he says with his experience, it can be a thriller, it can be motivation, it can be a romance. It doesn't matter with what book you are reading, it matters with the content what you read. I don't read romance or I don't read thriller. I'm not interested in it. Sometimes I read thriller. Sometimes I read books which will give me life lessons. Like the Good Earth. Good Earth is a good book you need to read. But before we move on to the Good Earth, I want to remind you all the books which I have read in 2020. But you also need to remember, like I used to read every month one book. Sometimes I read two books in a particular year. So I'm going to share all 17 books which I have read in 2020. Let's start with the first one. As I have a lot of problem in my grammar and my speaking abilities, to improve myself, I read this book, How to Develop Self-Confidence and Influence People by Public Speaking. Because my YouTube videos, when you see on the particular start, I had a lot of problems of speaking to the audience. I had this nervous problem, and after reading this book of Dale Carnegie, it's an old writer, but a good book to read. My fear of speaking was already gone. So if you really wanted to speak in front of people and you don't want to care about what others think about you, all these people are going to find faults in you, but just try speaking to the audience. And when you speak, you might find mistakes, but then you will improve with the mistakes what you have. So this book is a good book to improve yourself, and that will make your communications much better. Then the second book which I have read is the 5 a.m. Club. You can see this. This is my favorite writer. His name is Robin Sharma. So this 5 a.m. Club is a type of book which is reminding people that you need to wake up at 5 a.m. and what are the things you need to work at 5 a.m. to morning, and how you can make your life better, achieve and target oriented, goal oriented, peace oriented. Everything is one by one explained on this book, and this book is one of the best book you need to read ever if you need to achieve your goals and targets in a very short span of time. So then moving on to the next part of the book, I'm going to speak about the best book you need to know. This is Judith Williamson's Napoleon Hill's book. She has with Judith Williamson, this person, and Napoleon Hill, the person who wrote this book. These two authors are great authors by the time. And this book is Do It Now is not making you lazy. If you are skipping some sort of things, tomorrow I will do, day after tomorrow I can do it later, and this book is going to guide you how you need to do the things very faster. And these books can actually make your life much better, because Do It Now's main implication, main content is like you should not skip things. If you really want to do something, like some people say that I need to quit my job and I need to start doing what I really love. Some people say I need to do 16 hours of work so I can parallelly earn some sort of income. So if you read this book, like if you want to do something, this book will actually encourage what you need to do in your life. Then I'm moving on to my one of my favorite book as all time. This is my one of the best book which I have ever read. Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. This is an omnibus book. Omnibus means this is Richard Carlson, the person who wrote this book. But this omnibus means this is three books together, and this book is one of the best book. You can find this book. I don't want to say the name of the store, but then you can find this book in Makin bookstores also, and also you can see that most of the books, like there are three contents which I read, and I feel like these contents are very nice and very helpful for you. You can see, I don't know, is it blur or not? Let me read it. Don't with the small stuff, make peace with imperfection, let go of the idea that general relaxed people can't be super achievers. Be aware of the snowball effect of your thinking. So there are three books in this book, and these three books are really, really wonderful books. And I have read this book like twice or thrice. Don't with the small stuff is like don't get panic for small things, and how you can overcome this negativity around you, how you can overcome fear of failure. Everything is in detail explained. This book is one of the best book. You will laugh a lot, you will enjoy this book a lot. But trust me, you see, this book is torn apart because I have given this book for most of my students and they have read it. And from their personal experience, they have said that this book has changed the way of thinking. Like, don't get pissed for small particular reason. Like, you have a lot of big reasons to get angry, and even if you get angry, how to make yourself calm, how to move with people, how to communicate with people, what are the ways you can achieve. Everything is explained in this book in a very clear and a nice manner. Then the next book which I want to speak is Family Wisdom by Robin Sharma. This book is actually, if you are not a person who is spending with your family, if you are just working, and if you think like you need to spend some time with your family, like your child is always asking, like, can I spend some time with your father? Can I spend some time with your mother? So if they are really wanted to spend some time, if you really are a workaholic person, I want you to remind you one particular thing: you need to balance your work and your family life. Don't put yourself like 16 to 20 hours of work every day, and don't forget about your children who are always there for you when you are really in need. So this book is going to balance you with family and your life. Family Wisdom is one of the best book you should read to make your to make more love with your family. And I love this book because this gives a great inspiration and a great initiatives you need to take to make closer to become with your family. And the next book, if you really wanted to become rich, this is the best book I can ever say. This is one of the best books you should read. This book is known as Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Again, my famous author. I really love this person's writing. This book, I think it is printed. Maybe yeah, I think it's more than 150 years. This book was printed, but then this book became famous after that. Like this person was a really a nice guy who made some sort of impact by this book. This book is interviewing most of the famous people by his time, like Thomas Alva Edison, and also he has Andrew Carnegie is the first richest person by that time. All his experience is explained in this book. So he has interviewed more than thousands of successful inventors, and all these thousands of successful inventors' story is short and summarized, and they have given it to you to make your life much better. And then this book is one of the best book. I say if you don't have time to read any of the books which I have shown, please read this book. Don't Think and Grow Rich. It's going to be a super awesome book which will change your life much better. Then this is one of the best book which I see. I read all the best books, but then still Science of Success. Like if you really want to success, if you are target oriented, if you are so focused how to get your accomplishments very fast, then of course you need to read this type of book. Again, by my favorite author, Napoleon Hill. Again, one of my favorite author, Robin Sharma. I had this problem: the leader who had no title. If you wanted to find your leader, you need to be yourself, and you need to have the self-confidence. The self-confidence is spoken under this book, and how to bring those self-confidence is also taught clearly by taking some exceptional stories of people, and this has merged into one particular way and showing off how you can make some sort of some sort of way to bring your inner self out. Is this like who everyone is a leader on their own self, but they don't take that aim to make themselves leader. They always follow a leader. So rather than following a leader, if you can become a leader, you can make much differences. That's the reason you want to read this book, The Leader Who Had No Title. And one of my favorite author, it's Richard Branson, the Virgin Groups of Companies owner. This person's entire life story is written in this book. So this is Steve's Let's Do It. So let's do it. It says that like how he started his it's an autobiography by his life, how he started his life, how he sold how he sold CDs, DVDs, and how he got caught on the police. Everything in and out about his story, and how he became that successful, why he invested in real estate, why you need to invest in real estate. Everything is explained in this, and how he became successful by going against British Airways. Entire story about his life is going to be a good lesson, and this is one of the best book you need to read. So if you wanted to be if you want to read autobiography, this book can change a lot of lives, and it has changed a lot of lives. So I will recommend Screw It, Let's Do It is one of the it's at least one time readable book which you need to read at least in your lifetime. Then, if you want to increase the sales of your business, Rich Legend has taught me a good lesson of this book. When I read this book, I understood there are two type of people who will sell products onto the market. This book is speaking about few, you see some sort of logos, but this book is giving you like there's two type of people when they sell some sort of product. A man comes from an ancient place to a city, and he finds that all the people are wearing cotton dresses. So these two people like there are two businessmen who are two merchants coming from different area to this city, and they want to sell clothes to these people. One person brings nylon cloth, other person brings cotton cloth. The person who brings cotton clothes sees that everyone is wearing cotton, so he thinks, okay, I can sell it because I can like this person who is bringing cotton clothes, he thinks that okay, I can sell it because all are wearing cotton. And also this cotton cloth person is thinking that I should not bring nylon because no one is wearing it. But the nylon cloth person who bought the nylon thinks that if I bring nylon, no one is wearing it, so I can make people to buy it, and so it can become the next market. The way you think in sales is explained in clearly in this book, Rich Legend. This is one of the best book which I have read. It is Damn Wrong Pin Code. I finished this book in one day because it's a very small book, but then this has a lot of life lessons you need to understand. Then the next book, again, one of the best writer, which I always say, The Leader in You. It's also another book from Dale Carnegie. Like if you really want to bring your leader, why I read a lot of leadership books, because you need to be your owner. You should be able to drive people. You should be able to influence people. And I hope this video is influencing you. Okay, this much of books you need to read to become successful. Of course, indeed, you can't be successful without reading books. If you think like, okay, I can read a blog, I can watch a video in YouTube, and I can be successful. Of course, you can do, but then still, reading a book is always going to make you much better successful. All these businessmen, all these financial educated persons, financial advisors, all these people who are having the 90% people under them, the 10% who are controlling the entire world, read a lot of books. At least some people, like Warren Buffett, he used to say like he loves to read 60 books a year, so 5 books a month. So which is not possible for us. We can at least read a book a month or read 2 books at least a year. That will make our life change. Always when you read a book, try to implement things. Then the next book which I read is this Circle: How to Win Friends and Influence People. It's also Dale Carnegie's book. You see a lot of Dale Carnegie's book, which I really loved his way of writing. Like if you really want to achieve the entire society, first you need to know how to satisfy the environment around you. So if you can win your friends, then of course you can win the people around you. So this is a book if you really want to make successful by making others happy, then this is the book you need to prefer. Then moving on to the next part, A New Earth, create a better life. If you really want to find the inner peace, if you really want to know how your soul and body works, how your mind can be controlled, what is the way you can make your mind move on. And this is a bit costly book, but then still it's a good book to read. A New Earth is one of the world's best selling product, and also this is a book which can create a better life. Like you think that work can give you money, and if you are running a rat race, this is a book which you need to read, not to run a rat race. These middle income earners, they always earn a lot of money and they try to satisfy themselves with all the loans they have. They will before they earn, they have loans to pay. So that type of people, they need to read this book. This is one of the book, like you should not run a rat race. You'll create a life which will others love to live. You see a lot of books I have read on the last year in 2020, and I'm very happy to share these things to you. Then the next book which I'm going to show is Losing the Signal. So what is this losing the signal? Like how BlackBerry went out of the market, why BlackBerry went out of the market. Now, why I read the books which is unsuccessful. I mean the products which is unsuccessful, because if I'm running a business, I need to know like which products, why a product goes out of the market. This was one of the fabulous product on the market in 2000s. BlackBerry was the market actually, like with Nokia. It was the only phone company which ever lasted for a long time. But after some time, this product was kicked out of the market. That's one of the worst thing which happened, because they didn't accept the change. If you do not accept the change, then the change will make you to accept the transformation. This is one of the book. If you really don't want to go out of the business, if a competitor can take down your business any day, then of course you need to read this book. This will make your life much better. And if you really need to know what is happening inside Coca-Cola, the secrets of Coca-Cola, how Coca-Cola became that successful, like people doesn't know like why Coca-Cola, why Coca-Cola. They have this type of terms, and this entire thing is written by the CEO who was there for years, more than 30 years. This guy's name is Neville Isdale. It's not written here. You can see inside, but this is one of the world's best selling book, and I really love this content because how he became the guy who is the CEO of this book. Became a driver for Coca-Cola company. From a truck driver, how he became CEO, everything. If it is a career oriented book, you can read it. If you really want to go in corporate ladders higher and higher, this book is one of the suitable thing. And I don't like corporate, so I prefer this book list. But if you are a corporate guy, this book is the right book for you. And then my favorite author always, you can say this person is Steve Jobs. Like how Apple, the world's number one brand, became that successful, and how the man who thought different, like how this person brought color to the entire world, how this person invented the first smartphone to the entire world. Everything is explained in detail by this person, and how he made Apple as an Apple, a beaten Apple's brand, the world's best brand. The entire thing is explained by this book, and this is not that costly. I bought it in a exhibition. I can't remember which exhibition it was, but it was I think, yeah, I think I bought it in an exhibition. Some sort of wolf. I can't remember what type of wolf it is. It's in like bad wolf or something. So I got this book, and this book is still worth to read. I always read it whenever I feel a bit down. I read this book because this person has made actually a big difference in life. And the final book which I want to share is this: the subtle art of not giving a f. Okay, so this is a bad term they have used, but the book is not bad as you think. The book is giving a lot of good insights. Though the name F is a bad word, they are just to take your attention. The author has used that. This guy Mark Manson is an awesome writer, and this person like to attack the people. His books. He says one thing, like he don't write books to sell. He make the cover so it is attractive to sell the book. So that basic things are explain how sales can be done. What are the ways he can become rich, how we became that successful by writing this book entirely has been given on this book. So I have shared you the 17 books which I have read in 2020, and I have given you my entire experience for you. And if you guys really like it, like what are the books you need to read to become successful, I have these are my, I think this is a book which I bought this month. I still start reading. This is Marketing Seth Godin. It's one of the, it's a thick cover, but then I just want to read it, so I don't know how it looks like. It's a 2021 target book. And also I bought another book. This is a Cash Flow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki, which I'm start reading. Maybe this month I'll be finishing this book. And also I bought another book for this month to read, the $100 Startup. On my next video, after a month of time, I'll be uploading a video how these three books look like. And also nowadays I'm reading a book called Guide to Investing. It's also Robert Kiyosaki's book. How bull market works, how bear market works, who is a sophisticated investor, and who is an investor, how can you become an investor, how you manage your cash flows. Everything is read in this book. I'm reading this book almost like third time, but this book has given a lot of knowledge for me. So anyway, I'll share you in the next video what I read on 2021. But then for now, you saw a lot of compiling of books in 2020. This has made my life better, and trust me, my money of income is increasing day by day because I'm reading these books, and I'm applying this in my knowledge. The passive income can only be created if you read a lot of books and also start to share the knowledge and start implementing those things. And if you feel this video is very useful, please comment on the comment section, and also which book you have read out of this section, comment them on the comment section. And see you guys on another video. Before seeing you guys on another video, I want you guys to remind you one particular thing. Please comment in the comment section whatever you feel about this video. What are the books you have written? I mean, watched, or I mean, what are the books you have read until now? Please comment them under the comment section, so I'll be able to understand. Okay, these are the books, and you can also ask me suggestion which books to read for your future upliftment. I can give you a lot of ideas. And also one particular thing, like you just need to subscribe my channel so you can always get updated whenever I upload a video in my channel. See you guys on another video. Have a nice day, and always be safe. Study as much as books that can make your life much beautiful.